And it looks like we have a few early guests up in the chat. Fannin Valentine, welcome in, and thank you for stopping by. And what do we have here? He said, hey there, I'm Fannin. I worked on scripting the player arsenal for Remnant 2. Ooh. I'd love to help out if you have any questions about mechanics, maybe in and out of the chat a bit, if that's okay. Oh, of course. And, oh my, we have a special guest in. We have someone who actually worked on, you said, scripting the player arsenal. Okay, all right. Yeah, definitely someone we'd want to talk to. Going into it, obviously, we're doing the Archon as our main archetype with the Prime Perk Tempest, where we're pretty much generating mod power passively and consistently. And then for the secondary, I'm going with the Summoner. Basically because it seems to synergize well with the Archon. We're increasing mod and skill damage by 35%, so that also helps out our Havoc form, which is the skill that I'm going with the Archon. And yeah, basically, I'm running around with the little hollow minions, but these I'm kind of switching out depending on the situation, so I may go with the Flyer or the Reaver depending on what's going on. But that's with the classes. And then with the amulets and rings, let me see, we're doing the golden ribbon, so we're increasing mod damage by 25%. Although I'm intrigued, I did a run through earlier, well, the other day, and I ran into Nemue, and I didn't realize, so if you have Farin Sigil and Phelan Sigil, you can craft the One True King Sigil, which increases mod damage by 20% and enhances the effect of Farin's and Phelan Sigil by 50%. So I didn't peep that on earlier playthroughs. Now, you can also do the same thing with the ribbon. I can't remember the name of the ribbon, but if you go to her and you have the golden ribbon and the silver ribbon, you'll get a new ribbon. But I'm using the Cataloger's Jewel, so we're also doing some more passive mod power generation. We're using the Digested Hog Lure, so every time we reload, we're increasing our mod damage by 10% for a little bit, 5 seconds. I'm using the Celerity Stone here because I'm using the Runed Heart, and I've mentioned in the past, I can't do the slower relic use speed with these other ones. Usually, I'm using either the Salvage Heart or the Enlarge Heart, where you can use these a lot quicker. If I'm deviating off of any of those other ones, I feel like I need to use the Celerity Stone. I was running around without it, and I had another mod ring on there, but I don't know. I don't feel like having too many headaches tonight. So we're just gonna use the Celerity Stone, and then we got the Shard Banded Ring to increase our mod damage by another 12%. So basically, between this and this, we've got 37% extra mod damage. And like I said, I'm using the Runed Heart, so on use, we're increasing health generation by 5, and we're generating 500 mod power for over 10 seconds for both weapons. And then we have some extra armor in here, some more mod damage, so that's 47% mod damage we're at now, and a little bit of skill cooldown, which is always useful. And then for the weapons, I'm going with the Black Maw. I have on Skewer. So yeah, we're doing the mod damage thing. So I wanted to use some mods that I can kind of deploy in a certain kind of way to maximize the effect as much as possible. The Skewer is a good one, where we're pretty much firing a spear which embeds itself on contact. The spear is going to deal a good amount of damage, and it's going to rapidly divide inside the target, bursting out and dealing damage to all targets within a 3-meter radius. And yeah, so I've had a lot of fun with this. And then on my side weapon, I'm using the Tech Pistol, and I got the Helix going. You guys know I like the Helix. The Mutators, I got Kill Switch on there for some extra AoE damage every time we're switching weapons, or at least switching to the Black Maw. And then Harmonizer for another 20% increase to mod damage. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we have going on. The Spectral Blade, I just think it looks cool, so sling that on my back. You said, so I scripted most of the stuff you're talking about, but I'm way behind the meta since I've been working on bugs for weeks. Oh, and I must say, you guys have been doing an excellent job. My goodness. I got to tell you, Remnant 2 has been my favorite game of 2023. He said, oh, thank you, haha. It was an absolute labor of love. We're just glad y'all see the same shine we do. Oh, of course, man. Of course. And I must say, it's an honor to have you up in the chat. Oh. Let me stop talking shit and actually pay attention to what's going on. Now, matter of fact, while we have you in here, and I've been wondering about this. So, okay, so this mutator, right, Harmonizer, increases mod damage by 20%, and, you know, we're generating 25% additional mod power for stowed weapons, which is all great. But does this also affect this mod? So is my skewer also benefiting from this 20% extra mod damage? Wasn't 100% clear on that. I didn't want to say yay or nay because I wasn't sure. But yeah, that would be a question that I would have. Not sure you would have the answer. But let me see. You said we're nominated for most innovative gameplay in the Stream Awards as of today, I think. Oh, cool. No doubt. All right. I got to get up on there and put my vote in if possible. Let me see. Of course, I'm just a junior. Remnant 2 was my first studio release, but we all have such a strong stake in the game. So, yeah, man. Yeah. All right. That is awesome. That's good to hear. One over here, right? Oh, no, there's no dude over there? Oh, all right. Well. Surprise, bitches. Oh, shit. Oh. Why don't you have a seat, sir? Wake up. Ooh. I must say, too, Helix has become one of my favorite mods also. Definitely dope. Especially if you can spec into mod damage quite a bit like I have. Yeah. Hello, my friend. Oh, you will dance for us. Oh. Just enjoy the show. And while he's doing that, let me peek over at the chat. Okay. Let me scroll up a little bit. Okay, so the primary is just mod damage for attached weapon, I believe. Yes. All right, that's what I was thinking. But it didn't say or indicate that it was just for that weapon. That's why I was like, Okay, you said, unless explicitly stated, mutator effects are weapon specific, even between the max and base effects. Okay. All right. All right. I figured that was the case, but I was like, you never know. And we wanted mutators to kind of feel like the impact of an amulet, but to be weapon specific so that people wouldn't feel like they were missing out if they had, let's say, a rapid fire weapon and an AWP. Okay. Oh. Grab this quill. Thank you, sir. Also, fun fact, Havoc form damage and minion damage are both skill damage. Oh, that's good to know. This could... Oh, shit. What the fuck? Yeah, why take chances? I'm just gonna get rid of... Oh, I hate when he brings out his little pets. Alright. They're gone now. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Ah. Try to back up away from... Where you going, bitch? Asshole. Thought you got the drop on me, didn't you? Well, you kind of did, but... Didn't matter. Anyway, let me see. Nah, you're real for that. Honestly, I love seeing how committed y'all are to pushing the limits of what the game can do. So for example, the Soul Link, you'd get Bulwark Stack for stuff like Root Lash and Space Crab. Wait a minute. Oh, we need you in the chat more often. You're gonna give me some more ideas. So the Soul Link would also work for the Space Crabs, and I like using the Space Crabs. I use the Space Crabs pretty often. I was about to use it for this, but I just kind of like the idea of shooting the projectiles from a distance. Shit. Like, I do think I'm onto something with this, though. Matter of fact, I knew I was onto something. Like, I'm sure some of you guys, if you follow Remnant for a while and you play Remnant from the Ashes, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Bolt Jameson. I think I'm saying his name right, Bolt Jameson. That is a professional. I am not on his level at all. Like, I see his videos and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, he actually had a video recently where he took the corrupted Merciless and like made a build out of it. Like the same corrupted Merciless that I was sitting here like, oh, this sucks. Hell no. Don't corrupt your Merciless. Leave your Merciless the way it is. He was like, oh yeah? Well, how about this? And like had a build where he was going, and he was like just kicking bosses' asses like left and right. He was fighting the Ravager, doing this and that. I'm like, Jesus. Okay, never mind. I guess the Merciless corrupted could be a thing. What is that? This belongs to an elite, doesn't it? Where is he? I've never seen that just there without a corresponding enemy. What the fuck is he doing? Like, there's nothing to attack. Like, wow, look at this thing. It's doing damage, too. There's something here? What the fuck? Oh, wow. What the hell was that? That was weird. I mentioned Bolt Jameson earlier, and I forgot the entire point that I was making. The reason why I even brought him up is because I checked out one of his videos. He actually has a build where he's using this. Now, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I know he uses, for his mod, he's doing the same Archon summoner thing. I'm like, we came to the same conclusions. It let me know that I'm on the right track, you know? But then I was also thinking, like, damn, that means, like, this has already been done. You know, I guess I could add my flavor to it. I'm curious, do people prefer the Chicago typewriter or the Black Maw? And, like, why? I'm just curious. So I'm trying to decide that myself. Like, do I prefer going with the Chicago typewriter, or do I like the Black Maw better? I would ask these same questions in Remnant from the Ashes. But in Remnant from the Ashes, it wasn't the Black Maw. It was just the assault rifle. You had the same Chicago typewriter, but this was just the assault rifle. Same thing. That sucks. We're not going to get an aberration this time.